Top 5 Hottest Samsung Products in November 2024. Hello everyone. Are you curious about which Samsung flagships are hot this November? These are some amazing phones. But not just the usual upgrades. There are some breakthroughs that have the tech world buzzing. What do you think Samsung has improved? Camera, performance, or some unprecedented technology? Don't miss out because we will reveal all the unique and secret features in these 5 phones. Watch until the end so you don't miss any of the fun. And now let's get started. Top 5. Samsung Galaxy M55s. The Galaxy M55s was launched as a cheaper alternative to the Galaxy M55. In terms of design, the Galaxy M55s looks quite similar to the Galaxy M55 with its curved edges, slim body, and rear camera placement. It also comes in the same turquoise color as the Galaxy M55. Interestingly, the Galaxy M55s has the same specifications and features as the Galaxy M55. The only notable difference is that the display panel is Super AMOLED on the Galaxy M55s and Super AMOLED Plus on the Galaxy M55. However, the difference won't be huge. Okay, when it comes to Samsung phones, the display is one aspect that you can hardly disappoint. Here, you also have a beautiful 6.7-inch AMOLED display, 120Hz refresh rate, high contrast, really pleasant color reproduction and bright. I know, it doesn't have crazy peak brightness levels, but in actual use, I haven't had any issues with visibility on this phone. And I appreciate that the bezels here are actually thinner than what you get on the A35 or even the A55. You get a small punch hole notch that isn't obtrusive at all, and overall, it's a pleasant display to interact with. So it's safe to say that the display here is as good as what you get on the Galaxy A35. You also get an in-display fingerprint sensor here, which is a first for Samsung's M series. It's a welcome step forward. But unlocking the phone can be a little slow at times, and I'd also like its placement to be better. It's just too low for my liking. Even on the screen side, it scratches more than I thought it would. Probably because it doesn't have Gorilla Glass protection, but Dragon Trail Glass protection, which obviously isn't very effective. And, worse, it doesn't have an IP rating either. So if you decide to buy this phone, first buy a sturdy case and a screen protector because Samsung doesn't provide these out of the box. And guess what you don't get inside the box? A charger. But luckily, Samsung Nepal provides a 25W charger for free, even though the phone actually supports 45W charging. But the overall time gap to charge this phone from both the 25W and 45W chargers is quite negligible. Next up is performance. No hate on Exynos, but I'm glad Samsung went with the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 on this phone. It's not the most competitive in this price range, but it's definitely a bit better performance than the Exynos 1380 we got on the Galaxy A35. And that's pretty noticeable from the gaming results themselves. You can see that the M55 can run games like PUBG smoothly at 60 FPS while the game stutters a bit at the same settings on the A35. Same goes for games like Genshin Impact. You can expect a bit smoother gameplay. Finally, the camera. On the M55, you get a 50 megapixels main camera with OIS, an 8 megapixels ultra-wide sensor, and a 2 megapixels macro lens. The 50 megapixels front camera allows you to take sharp selfies and high-quality video calls. Top 4. Samsung Galaxy M35 5G. Samsung's Galaxy M series is known for being affordable yet still offering good value for money. Samsung's latest M series phone, the Galaxy M35 5G, continues that tradition. The design of the Samsung Galaxy M35 5G hasn't changed much. Samsung is using the same design language as its 2024 phones, which is seen on its Galaxy S series devices. Compared to its predecessor, the Galaxy M35 has received very few changes in terms of design. When I held it in my hand, it felt quite thick, but that could be because I had previously used a smaller and thinner device. In terms of weight, the Galaxy M35 feels bulky, weighing in at 222 grams. However, since it is equipped with a 6000 mAh battery, the weight is understandable. We received the dark blue version of the phone, which has a plastic panel that looks like a textured finish but feels smooth in the hand. On the back, There are 3 camera sensors along with an LED flash at the top and the Samsung branding at the bottom. The smartphone is not a fingerprint magnet, but it does smudge after a while. The downside is that Samsung does not provide a protective case and you will have to buy one yourself. As mentioned, you get a large display with thick bezels. However, the bezels are more uniform and thinner than the old Galaxy M34 5G. This time around, you also get a 6.6-inch display with a punch-hole camera cutout instead of a water drop notch. The display is slightly larger than before, but the rest of the specs remain largely the same. You get good brightness, 1.000 nits peak, which makes the display readable indoors and outdoors. You can choose between an adaptive refresh rate of up to 120 Hz or stick to 60 Hz. And there are 2 display color options, vivid and natural. The Samsung Galaxy M35 5G runs One UI 6.1 based on Android 14. Samsung also offers 4 years of OS upgrades and 5 years of security updates with this product. This means you will get OS updates up to Android 19. No other brand offers this many updates. Let's talk about performance. The Exynos 1380 SoC on the Galaxy M35 5G is an octa-core chipset that offers a small performance boost over last year's chipset. It's a good budget chip that gets the job done. Top 3. Samsung Galaxy F15 5G. Coming to the top 3 is the Samsung Galaxy F15 5G. Launched in March 2024. It has a significantly optimized weight that allows for easy handling and seamless navigation through its features and functions. The smartphone offers a wide range of color options for users to choose from. In addition, the Galaxy F15 5G is designed to work with a nano SIM card. With Android OS version 14.0, you can easily navigate through the device and access a variety of applications. Android offers a wide range of customization options, allowing users to personalize the device with a variety of wallpapers, themes, and launchers. At the core of the Galaxy F15 5G's performance lies the MediaTek Dimensity 6100 Plus chipset, which delivers impressive processing power. The Galaxy F15 5G boasts an advanced octa-core CPU that takes its performance to the next level. The F15 5G has a spacious 6.6-inch screen that allows for improved productivity and multitasking. With a resolution of 1080 by 2340 px, the Samsung Galaxy F15 5G offers vivid colors, sharp text, and good image quality. The generous 4GB of RAM in the F15 5G smartphone ensures that users can utilize the full potential of the device. The benefits of having more RAM in a smartphone go beyond smoother performance, allowing users to seamlessly switch between apps. With a whopping 128GB of internal storage, you don't have to worry about storage issues on the F15 5G. On the back of this F15 5G, you will find an advanced camera system. Samsung Galaxy F15 5G has 3 rear cameras with a 50 megapixels main camera with f1.8 aperture, 5MP ultra-wide-angle camera with f2.4 aperture, LED flash. On the front is a 13 megapixels camera for taking selfies or video calls, which is also very sharp. With a non-removable 6000 mAh Li-ion battery and 25W fast charging, the Galaxy F15 5G ensures long battery life. Li-ion batteries have a lower self-discharge rate than other rechargeable batteries. The extremely sensitive fingerprint sensor functions as an accelerometer, helps you operate quickly. Top 2. Samsung Galaxy S24 5G. Yes, I'm an iPhone user, having used Apple phones as my personal device for the past 16 years. But I can also recognize a great Android phone. Whether it's the great photos that Google's Pixel phones produce or the chances that OnePlus takes with its flagship phones. Hell, the Pixel 7a was my favorite phone to come out last year. But the Galaxy S models? I can acknowledge their strengths without feeling particularly excited when people ask me which phone to recommend. The Galaxy S24 changes that. It's definitely my favorite Samsung flagship of all the ones I've tested over the years, expanding the range to include foldables as well as mid-range devices. I was also a big fan of the Galaxy A54 last year. And the S24 could prove to be one of my favorite Samsung phones of all time. The Samsung Galaxy S24 mobile phone was launched in January 2024. The phone comes with a 6.2-inch touchscreen display with a refresh rate of 120 Hz, FHD+. The display is protected by Gorilla Glass. The Samsung Galaxy S24 is powered by an octa-core processor. It comes with 8 GB of RAM. The Samsung Galaxy S24 runs on Android 14 and is powered by a 4000 mAh non-removable battery. The Samsung Galaxy S24 supports wireless charging as well as proprietary fast charging. In terms of cameras, the Samsung Galaxy S24 on the back has a 50-megapixel f1.8 primary camera, a 12-megapixel f2.2 camera and a 10-megapixel f2.4 camera. It has a single front camera setup for selfies, which has a 12-megapixel sensor. Samsung Galaxy S24 runs One UI 6.1 based on Android 14 and has 128 GB, 256 GB, 512 GB of internal storage. Samsung Galaxy S24 is a dual SIM phone and accepts nano SIM cards. Samsung Galaxy S24 measures 147.00 by 70.60 by 7.60 millimeters and weighs 168.00 grams. It is available in amber yellow, cobalt violet, marble gray, and onyx black colors. It has an IP68 rating for dust and water resistance. Connectivity options on the Samsung Galaxy S24 include Wi-Fi 802.11ax, GPS, Bluetooth version 5.30, NFC, USB Type-C, Wi-Fi Direct, 3G, 4G, and 5G with 4G active on both SIM cards. Sensors on the phone include an accelerometer, ambient light sensor, barometer, compass, magnetometer, gyroscope, in-display fingerprint sensor, proximity sensor, and fingerprint sensor. As of October 31, 2024, the price of the Samsung Galaxy S24 in the US starts at $642.10. Top 1. Samsung Galaxy S24 FE. For years now, Samsung has been releasing its Fan Edition phones months after its flagship models. And at a lower price point too. However, with the Galaxy S24 FE, it's bucking the trend, as I think it actually stands on the same pedestal as the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus. Last year's Galaxy S23 FE wasn't a standout, but you'll see Samsung redeem itself in a big way with the Galaxy S24 FE. For a $649 phone, it's packed with the same rich set of features I've enjoyed with the S24 Plus for nearly 9 months now. Including the handy Galaxy AI suite of features Samsung debuted earlier this year. The Samsung Galaxy S24 FE certainly looks like an iPhone. Everything from the smoothly curved corners to the soft color options feels familiar. Is that a problem? Not for me. I'm a fan of the rounded, minimalist look of this device. Although those looking for a more angular aesthetic might want Samsung to go the Galaxy S24 Ultra route. There are a total of 5 color options at launch, sort of. The Galaxy S24 FE comes in blue, graphite, gray, mint, or gold. For those of you in Australia, you unfortunately have the fewest options, with gray being a US-only color and gold being a UK-only color. The Galaxy S24 FE uses scratch-resistant Gorilla Glass Victus Plus and Victus 5 on the front and back, as opposed to the Victus 2 used on the standard Galaxy S24. During testing, the glass never showed any scratches or scuffs, but I wasn't a huge fan of how easily fingerprints showed up on the back of the phone. In terms of durability, the phone also benefits from an IP68 rating, meaning it can survive being submerged in up to 1.5 meters of fresh water for up to 30 minutes. The Samsung Galaxy S24 FE won't offer the same level of sharpness as the Galaxy S24. Sure, the resolution on both devices is the same at 1080 by 2340 pixels. But the phase display is actually 0.6 inches larger. The result? An imperfect but still attractive display that offers enough detail for the average user. One of the most noticeable changes compared to the standard Galaxy S24 is a significant drop in brightness. The Galaxy S24 has a maximum brightness of 2.600 nits, while the FE can only reach 1.900 nits. This is still a significant step up for me personally, as I usually carry around the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4, which has a maximum brightness of 1.200 nits. So if, like me, you have a phone that's a few years old, you'll still be impressed with the brightness levels on offer. This is good news if you're a photography enthusiast. The Samsung Galaxy S24 FE offers great camera quality and you don't have to sacrifice much compared to the standard Galaxy S24. The main change Samsung has made from its flagship phone is that the Galaxy S24 FE uses an 8-megapixel sensor for 3x optical zoom, which is a slight downgrade from the Galaxy S24, which used a 10-megapixel sensor. This isn't a huge deal. The 3x zoom quality is still sharp, and getting real zoom on a phone at this price point is great. Competitors like the Apple iPhone 15 and Google Pixel 8 don't have 3x optical zoom. The main difference here is that the Galaxy 24 FE adds an E to the end of the Galaxy S24's Exynos 2400 processor. So what does the Exynos 2400E have? Well, it's basically a less powerful chipset that, while offering slightly slower processing speeds, also cuts down on power consumption. Combined with the Galaxy S24 Phase larger battery, you should get a lot more battery life out of this phone. In normal use, I found the Samsung Galaxy 24 FE to be a responsive and capable multitasker, rarely leaving me wanting more in terms of processing speed, even when sharing my screen during a video call and having multiple other apps open. I didn't notice any slowdown when scrolling through apps. The Galaxy S24 FE comes with 8GB of RAM, which isn't a lot, but it's a very reasonable amount considering the price you're paying. For comparison, all of the brand new iPhone 16 models come with 8GB of RAM. Combined with the excellent 120Hz refresh rate, you get a super smooth user experience, even when you're using more resource-intensive apps. Conclusion. So we have just discovered the top 5 hottest Samsung phones in October 2024. Each product brings unique features and valuable improvements. Which model are you most impressed with? Leave your comments below so we can discuss. And if you find this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest videos. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video.